Welcome back to some more Timberborn. We are just a day and a half away from the next bad tide, which is not the end of the world because we're, we have our whole situation going, so it's not like any bad water is going to get into our stuff. And it'll keep these going. That's good. We did get the edges of this built. We do still have to... Oh, actually, we got all this done. So if we get this filled up with water, it will be really good. Why is this open? Close below contamination of 1%. Oh, I don't have that checked. Okay, so yeah, we want that to fill up. And then if the bad water comes around, then it should open. This is set to close above contamination. Okay, perfect. Sorry, got distracted there. So that'll help this fill up a little bit more. It does have room here to spill over if this gets too full. But hopefully we'll be able to keep some water in here. And then there's also a little bit of space here, but that'll get done. So today our main goal is to work on getting the bots situated. So I'm going to actually pause. Well, let's wait till the daytime so I can see a little bit better. So I spent about, I don't know, between an hour and a half setting this up the other day after I recorded last time. Because I was trying to figure out, I want to make sure that we have storage for gears, planks, and metal, because those are the things that we are going to need for the bots here. Planks, metal, gears, that's for making the bot pieces. And then you just take each of those and turn it into a bot in the bot assembler. So I want storage for those things, and then I do also want storage for all the bot pieces. So, and I want to have 3 bot factories, 2 bot assemblers, and enough space for all of that stuff. So it took me a while to work on that, but once it becomes daytime again, I am going to pause, but I want it to be a little bit brighter. So this is going to be a triple. I want to put in large industrial piles. So we're going to do 1 here and 1 here. And then a large warehouse. These are going to be... Okay, it is daytime pretty much, so I'm going to pause it now. So we are going to have in here gears. Big storage for gears. We're going to have planks and metal in these. I am going to get rid of this, and we're going to put in a path. And then we do need to be able to get up to here, so we're going to need a platform here. We're going to need a platform above it with stairs on top to get down. Ooh, down to this level, and then this is going to need to be a double. We're going to put stairs here and here. And then the path is going to go, so this is going to connect to this here, right? Yep. So that's connected to the path here. Then we're going to be able to get up here and here. And these are going to be important later for going different directions. So this is kind of the easiest part to get done. After this, it gets a little bit more complicated. So on top of this, we are going to need, or I want to put in more large industrial piles. I think I'm just going to do these for planks and metal blocks as well, because these hold 180. This thing holds 1200. So we're going to have a lot more space for gears than for the planks and the metal blocks. That's going to help with that a little bit. We are going to need to get up here. And originally I had planned on putting a platform here and doing an overhang on top of it, but I think I'm going to actually put here a maybe just like a small storage or something, because why not use the space if we've got it? And I don't know what I'm going to put in there yet, but at least we can use it later. This is going to need to be a 6x1. That's going to allow us to get to these buildings here. So we're going to go around here. So far everything is connected that we've built. We've got these connected. We've got these all connected. And they can get from this bottom level up the stairs to here in a pretty quick fashion. So that's helpful there. Now I am going to put a few things over here, which at this moment are not going to make sense, but later on they are going to be helpful. So just bear with me as I put these in. So those are going to go there, and then I need one here. And this will be just the base for other stuff. So on top of this, I do want to be able to get along this. So we're going to have a path here. And these are actually, this path is going to go away because I do want to put the gear workshop back in here, and I am going to put power shafts in. I know that these are connected via this, but I want to have another access point for the power. So if for some reason we needed to delete this or something, it's still connected by this. So that's the plan there. So let's actually just do that right now. We're going to delete the paths if I can reach them here. Yes. Okay. And I will put stuff in there eventually. So yeah, this is going to go here. We are going to need, we're putting in medium storages here. And then down here, I'm going to put this in, going to do this and a couple of these, which is going to allow us to build on top of it. Like I said, it took me a long time the other day, and I kept having to delete things and put more stuff in. So bear with me as I put all these random items in, but it will make sense eventually. Now, I want to put in power shafts here. This, we're going to do 2 solid power shafts and then the regular one here. This is going to be for later when we build the bot factories and stuff on top. Okay, so then here we are going to need doubles along here. This is going to need platforms. Oh, I think I need, here I need the doubles along this. Path is going to continue along here, and then on this side I need a staircase. And then this is going to be a double here, which is going to allow them to get from this side through here and up this way. So because we're putting stuff in between here, this path is going to allow them to get to the other side. So that's going to be helpful there. Then we need more of this. I think it goes all the way to there. Then these are going to need to be 6x1s. And then here we need 3x1s. Ooh. And 2x1s. Okay. So this power shaft is going underneath here. The reason for that is so that we can get power to this side, because what I want to do here is put a lumberjack in this spot. And then on the back side of this, I'm going to put in a gear workshop. I think I'm going to flip the door to do this. So the power is going to come from this side down and to this. So these are going to be powered as well. And then over here, we're going to put another gear workshop if it'll let me click. We're going to put this here. We're going to put in the power shafts along here, like I said before. And then on this side, we are going to unlock the bot part factories. I realize that we don't have it unlocked yet, but we have lots of science, so that's not a problem. And we're going to put this in here. So this is going to be connected to the power coming in here by the gear workshop. And then this, once I put this on here, this power shaft underneath it is going to take power to the other side. We're going to do that. Then I'm going to flip this and put this here, which is also going to allow these power shafts to hook onto here. And if for some reason we delete the gear workshop, this is still going to be connected, so it won't be a problem. And then I do also want to put in a couple more lumber mills, just to make sure we have enough for later. I'm going to flip these to do this, so that's why those are like that. And then this is going to be pathed along here. So then this spot, we need one of these, and I believe we need a double. Yep, just like that. this is going to allow us to get over here and get into these spots. And then we also need a path here to get along this. Now, originally I was thinking about putting in like small wood storage or lumber storage or whatever near these, but I realized that we don't have a whole lot of space for unlock or putting in the charging station. So I think I am going to actually unlock this and put a charging station here, which is going to connect to this, and I am going to put one here, which is going to connect to this. That's going to be helpful there. And then on top of this, so right now what we have is we've got storage for gears, storage for lumber and metal. Here we've got 2 medium warehouses. I am going to put in just the bot chassis, the bot heads, and then on the, so all we are going to need more is the limbs for storage. And then we need the bot assemblers here. We're going to do a couple of those. And then I am going to put in a medium storage up here, which this one I was originally going to have here, but I thought about it, and this is a better spot because then we can put in a path here, and then because the bot part factory is underneath it, we should be able to put in charging stations here and here so the bots can charge there. Then all we have to do is get up to this area. So we need a set of stairs in here. I need to put in a platform and another set of stairs here. I'm going to do a double platform there to get onto that. And then here I'm going to do this and put in a 5x1 to get across. And then this is going to just be a bunch of double platforms. So we path here. That is going to allow them to get all the way. So they can get to these, they can get to these, down the stairs, all the way around here. And then the only other thing is we need to set up the factories. So since we are doing limbs here, I am going to make this one, which is the closest one to that, the bot limbs. And then these ones over here are going to be the other two. So this is going to be chassis, and I can't really see the other one. Okay, this one is going to be heads. Okay, so they're going to be able to get that done. This is all connected via paths and power. So then it's just a matter of actually getting it built, which is going to take a little bit of time, but we should be able to get that done. And hopefully that didn't take me too long to explain and put down. Okay, so we're going to let that play. They can continue to work on that. And then once this is all built and put in place, we'll be able to start working on that. I'm going to speed this up a little bit, and let's see how far along we are on filling up the water. So I guess this isn't going to be completely full. Oh, is this coming out this side? No. Okay, we still have some space. So we're going to definitely have a lot more water than we did last time, which is going to be really nice. And we're going to be able to let water into here through this and let water into here through the sluice gates on this side. So we are doing really well. I think I should probably put in another pumper just to make sure we can continue doing that. And I haven't even really looked at this stuff in a little bit. So let's see. We're good on wood. We really need more storage for mangrove fruits, which I guess I am also planning on moving a bunch of this stuff over later. Let's just go ahead and put in a large warehouse for the mangrove fruits. So we can, because there's so much here that we haven't gathered, and then we'll have extra food. And eventually when we move stuff over here, we can do more. But that's going to be helpful there. Okay, the bad tide has started. This should automatically close. And just going to go out that direction, and we will still be able to get this done. I'm happy about that. Okay. Not an issue there. This is still really full. Oh, It is so nice to have all of that extra water hanging out there. Oh, good. They are getting this built quickly. So these are for the ones underneath, which once this is built, we will be able to get that done. I really don't know what I'm going to put here. Maybe food. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see. And yeah, this is going to actually come together pretty quickly now that I've got it set up or, you know, put in place. You should be able to build it. And oh, you know what? I don't know if they're going to be able to get to some of these things. Well, eventually they should be able to, because I mean, like, once they get this built, then they'll be able to get some of that done. So it shouldn't be a problem later on. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to put in here. Is there not any dynamite storage? Do we not have dynamite yet? Okay, no, there is. We just don't have any in stock. It didn't have a bar, so I was a bit confused, but that just means we're out of it. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to store here, so I'll just leave it for now. But we can definitely put stuff over here later. And then we did talk about last time. Oh, okay, this is done. So I am actually going to close this up. Once the water comes through here completely, I know it's going to cause us to not have power for a little bit. But what we need to do is get down here and get these out. Interesting that these are here. Wonder why that is. I don't know if I should just leave it or take it out. Anyway, so we're going to demolish this and we're gonna slowly get this stuff done. Oh, that's gonna be a problem, isn't it? Actually, I'm gonna need to wait. I gotta wait until this goes down. So ignore what I just was saying. Help me remember. Not really, because by the time that I'm done with this episode, it's already going to be past the badtide. Once this lowers, I need to remember to come over here and get rid of these. But like I just said, I don't want to do it until we are not going to lose water when I get rid of these. So it's very interesting. But it's doing this. I don't know if it really needs this, or if I should leave this here if it's like a very important thing that causes it to do what it's currently doing, or if I get rid of it, is it gonna still work pretty much the same way? I guess we'll see. This may be the only thing. Well, if we can build this, we should be able to build that, so it's just gonna take some time. I'm very excited that this is getting done so quickly. I hope you guys are too. Okay, so we're still doing this. It's too far. So that's why that's not getting done. And I guess, what is, oh, because I don't have a path on top of here. Okay. Let's build this and see if this is now available to get worked on. And then that can get done, but I want them to do these first. I'm gonna pause this. And I guess, maybe put a path into here. See if that helps them. Not really. If once these are built, maybe they'll be able to get there. I don't really know. I guess we'll see. Okay. Anyway, they're working on that. I do want this done quickly too, so I guess maybe I shouldn't have made it so easy to get done, but yeah, we'll see. Made this so easy because I think having the bots today is the most important thing, but we'll see. What is this random thing doing here? Yeah, we're gonna have to clean this up pretty soon too. On the plus side, once we get bots going, we're gonna have a lot more workforce without having to have any more breeding pods, and it'll make it so that the beavers aren't getting injured so quickly. So we've got 6 injured beavers right now, and we have enough medical beds. They should be able to heal up. How is this doing? Really good. I actually might turn on a couple more pumps because I want to, I'm just going to turn them all on. I want to get this lower so we can get this done. And I'm not going to be able to do that until we pump out more water. So this lets more water out. How are we doing here on the dynamite? They are slowly working on it, but it is taking time. These are what? They're doubles, so we can continue putting in doubles along here now that this stuff is taken out. And I guess if I go like that, okay, good. I want to have it move like this direction. That's kind of why I'm going slow. So it'll all kind of be piled next to this area, so it's going to be easier to get. 30 logs, 3 logs. What? That's it? Okay, well, I guess that's fine. Oh, there's like 1 log per pile, so okay, that makes sense. Anyway, so they're working slowly on getting this done. We are still getting this going. Looks like we're getting pretty far. They are going to have to... Yeah, so we'll be getting this one done soon. Then they can actually get this stuff done. How are we doing here on metal and all of that? Yeah, we're good on metal. We've got planks. Got all the stuff we need. Wow. I feel like we went through the scrap metal really fast. How does it say we only have 1,400 storage? Oh, I guess maybe these are 180 a piece. I don't know why I thought we had way more storage up than we do. Which means, I guess, as we get further along, we're going to need to come over here and grab this. Because that's what, the closest one, I think. We got all of this out. This stuff is... Well, there's nothing over here. So yeah, that's going to be the closest area that has scrap metal, it looks like. This doesn't have any... Yeah, this here, and then we're going to have to probably put a mine in. There is a mine here, which is actually really close to our stuff, but... going to be kind of difficult to do that with the water flowing through here. Although I guess eventually we could maybe cut off this portion of it and have the bad water come through here or something instead of coming all around here, and then this will be... But this isn't too far either, so I mean, we could just have it there and be fine. Lots of space for that. And we are still working on getting the dirt. Why is this too far from a district? Yeah, it is. Okay, let's get a piece of that sticking out so that they can get this last piece in. And then this is going to be finished over here. They are slowly getting this done. They can get to this now because this is in place. So it shouldn't be... As long as they don't build... block this, I think we'll be able to get to it, right? Is this too far? No. Okay, we're good. They should be able to get to that. And okay, they got this stuff done. They got all of this built. Perfect. Let's get this done. And then as we go about getting, you know, this is going to get done and this is already finished. So we're going to get a lot more science at a time. I'm going to put another water wheel in to hook onto here, and they should be able to get that just from this bottom layer here, I think. That'll be good there. Lots of extra power once we get this done. So these two are making just enough for these two, but once these are hooked up, this should provide power to all 4 of them, so it'll be a lot better. Okay. Not much to worry about there. Just coming along, sort of. Slowly but surely. I'm gonna up the priority on this because I want to make sure they get it done before they block off the path to it. Right? Because at this point, they can still go through all of this, you know. How is the water level looking here? Let's take a look. Okay. So it's almost down, so it's not going to come out of here. And then we can get that taken care of on this side. And this side, really. Eventually, once we, yeah, we're getting close. We're getting stuff done. Okay, this is done. Now we have 1,400 demand and 2,000. So we could actually get another one going. This takes, how are we only... Oh, nope. I was looking at that wrong. But let's pause that again. That we actually are, this is our supply, this is our demand. So we're not making enough, so, okay. So we need to get this one done actually, in order to get that going. But it's fine. We will slowly get there. Get stuff done. Okay, this is done. Let's, well actually now it's not quite as bad because even if they build all the rest of this, they can now build this one from this side. They couldn't build this from this side because, well, actually they might have been able to diagonally. I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking they had to come at it from here, but what are they currently working on? I don't know. I can't tell. Do we have all the resources for this stuff? We've got logs. We've got planks. So we're running through our planks really fast. This needs gears, which we have some of. Metal blocks, which we have some of. Man, we went through those metal blocks really fast too. I'm gonna have to have another smelter or two. Yeah, I did not get that set up, so we'll have to think about how we're gonna do that. If I can get up here somehow, we'd be able to put smelters up here, and then I would just have to figure out how to connect to the power. I guess we could connect to the power via this. Maybe. We'll have to see. Anyway. Yeah. These aren't gonna have power until we do that. I guess don't necessarily want beavers in here yet. Once we get these pieces in place to connect the power, then I can turn these back on. But right now, there's no point because they can't do anything. Okay. So that is getting worked on. Interesting that this part is dry. It must, so this thing is going just there. Which I guess isn't the end of the world. I can just put buildings there or something. Okay, how is this coming along? So I think that that is like auto-saving is making that difficult. Okay, so to me it looks like it is just low enough where it's not going to leak out. So I am going to stop this. I know it's going to make it so we can't make the metal blocks, but I am okay with that for the moment. We're going to pause that. And then I am going to mark this for demolition. It shouldn't take too long for the water to stop flowing. And then I will set this up to be high priority once this is out of here. Okay, I prioritize that. I don't know if I'm going to need paths all the way to the stairs, so I'm just going to do it. Make that happen. We got that built, so I could get rid of that pathing. Okay, we'll demolish this one. I'm going, and we're going to high prioritize that. I am going to put in a levee here and here. We're gonna demolish this, and I guess this is the same time. Just a little bit longer, and then we can open this up. And I might end up just... Oh no, because I need... If I'm going to do all of this at once. Okay, I'm going to put in a set of stairs here. Let's high prioritize all 3 of these. Put in levees here. I'm going to high prioritize, not very high, these 2. Then I'm going to have to get these put in place. And then I can take out, we've got just a little bit of time. If I do this one, will it allow me to do all these at once? Yes. And let's high prioritize those as well. Okay. So get the levee in here. This is going to be high priority. And then I guess I'll put another levee here. Eventually I am going to put one here, but it's, you know, we got to get this other stuff done first. So having this too tall on this side is going to allow us to put a lot more water on this side, but I don't need it here because we're doing okay with this. So it's really just a matter of, oh, you know what? I'm going to need stairs down here. I did not really pay attention to that. We're doing that. Prioritize this, and then they can do the rest of that when they have time. This should be the highest priority. Why aren't they working on that? We have logs, we have planks, so that shouldn't be a problem. We need to really get this done quickly. I would like to get the power going fast. How many beavers do we have working in the builder's stuff? 4. Okay, so not too bad. Okay, that's going to allow them to get this done a lot faster. And then I can start putting in, I think I'm going to make this dirt too, just to keep it all looking the same on this side. And we've got a bunch of dirt, so then I don't have to worry about using all of our logs for it. And that's going to be that. I am going to high prioritize all of these. And I'm going to, I'll wait on this. I do want this done, but actually what I should do while we're down here, getting in this area, is put in some more. I need the ones in the middle, really. And then I can have them slowly work on this stuff. Okay, let's just go ahead and high prioritize all of this too. And then I guess I should probably do that for these as well. Maybe starting with the middle one. I want them to do these other ones first. Oh, it's too far. Okay, just a second. Let me put in a path here. And we'll put the path in this way. Okay, then they should be able to get these done. You know what? I'm going to slightly lower the priority on those 3. This is all set up, so I Once we get the middle ones done, I should be able to have this going again. Yeah. Okay, here we go. They're all coming around. We have more than enough logs for it. It's just a matter of bringing them all the way around. This is still slowly getting done, but I did high prioritize these, so that's why they're working on that first. And then actually they've got most this layer finished, so it's just a matter of getting up to the next layer to build the rest of it. Which they should be able to do. Okay, they just haven't finished putting the stuff in yet. So I'm actually going to high prioritize this one as well. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. This is still going. I realize that these don't have quite enough power to do it efficiently, but I'm okay with that. We'll build this soon. It's not going to take too long. This is what I'm really worried about because we can't do anything with this stuff until these get finished. So I really, really need to get that taken care of. We've got some extract. You know, I should probably put more extract storage in somewhere. If I just demolish this, then I can put another little water tank there for them to use. And I can put one here as well. That's going to be a lot closer to this, which is going to be good. Extract, and we'll have it obtain. So as long as this isn't all the way to the top, they'll be able to use this, and then otherwise they'll have to go somewhere else, but it'll be okay. Okay, so these are all done, so they're going to continue working on that. I am going to up the priority on this one so they can finish it, and then I'm going to unpause that so they can start putting the resources in. We are getting this stuff going. And I guess I should, well, no, I was going to delete that staircase, but it doesn't really make sense. Okay. We are getting somewhere. I'm going to go ahead and put power wheels in here. Once they're done with this, they can start on this. I'm going to up the priority on that, and then I'll turn these two into this high priority. They get those done next. The reason I'm doing it like this is because as soon as I turn this back on, they're not going to be able to go down there to finish building stuff. So I want to make sure anything that they have to go down there to build is complete. These ones, I think they would be able to get from up top here, so maybe it wouldn't be a big deal. I'm not really sure, but these need to get completed. So, I guess I should put another one of these in. I gotta delete this stuff first, though. So we might as well delete the path that's in here. I think they'll be able to get this still, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of these. I think that they can still reach it from where they're at. And I can put in the power shaft, or not the power shaft, the power wheel here, but that's gonna be a little bit lower priority. I wanna get these ones done first. Okay, so this one can get taken care of. Okay, just a little bit longer. We are completely out of the metal, so they can't build anything else until we have the smelter going again, which is why nothing is getting built over here. But hopefully soon. How are we doing on scrap metal? We still have 733. So pretty soon, before long, we are going to need to get up here and start getting this. I didn't see any water coming through here, so we should be okay. So this one is the good water source sometimes, so I could potentially, well, there's not really a reason. I was going to say I could fill this with water, but I don't know if it really needs it. Getting distracted here, sorry guys. Okay, let's get this done. Then this one. Oh, okay. We'll put another levee in here. And they can get across this to finish the rest of this stuff, if it'll let me do that. Okay, so path along here. And then I guess this direction. How far are we from getting this done? We're so close. Okay. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to start this stuff up again. Badtide has ended. This should be switching soon back to the other. There we go. Okay. We still had quite a bit of water in here at the end of the very end of the badtide, so good stuff, I think. Okay, last piece here, and then I think we can continue with the next step. Can they... well, I guess they gotta build this, but... I think that they'll be able to reach the other side from there, so as soon as this is done, I'm going to delete the stairs. Okay, that is done. Let's delete the stairs. Delete this. Delete these stairs. Put in some more levees here. And get the water wheels in here. Okay. So I think, okay, wait, is this done? The bottom here is done, although this needs to get done. Let's, I prioritize this stuff. So just to make sure nothing spills over. And I think that we'll be able to start running that once that's complete. So I do also want these done, but these were just blockages before, so I don't think it's going to spill back in or anything like that. I think we'll be okay. I just want to make sure all of this gets done just in case. Actually, I think we'll be fine. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. Okay. We will see. Hopefully nobody gets contaminated. This is on the lower level, so I think we're okay. I think we will be fine. We'll take a look and make sure it doesn't spill out into our water reservoir or anything. Yeah, it looks okay. It's fine to me. So we got all these churning, and we will continue to put more in. I guess I can set these up. Obviously, we're not going to be using them yet, but they are available to put in whenever the beavers have the resources and the time to do that. So we definitely are going to need more smelters, and I'm probably going to need more scrap metal too, but slow and steady, right? Okay, let's take a look here and see what we can put in. Oh man, it's already been 45 minutes. Okay, we will do this next time. Thankfully we did get most of this going. Yes, it's not completely finished, but it is almost done. And now that these are in place, I can do that and they'll be able to make more resources. So we just really have, we've got to get metal for this, 10 metal blocks. And then these are all wood or planks and wood or whatever. And then obviously we need this stuff, but this stuff is going to be the thing that allows us to build the rest of this. And hopefully we can actually get this done. Maybe I will... Are they done with this? Okay. Gonna high prioritize getting this, all of these, and this done just so we can store the limbs, because... What do you mean unable to get... Are we out of gears? We are out of gears. Oh man. Well, I'm glad I did this. We do have this one going, but I guess they, you know, used them all for other stuff. So anyway, we'll be able to store these even if this doesn't get done as quickly. But that's going to be a next time thing. We'll finish up getting this done. We'll actually start making bots, because right now we're making the pieces for the bots, just not the bots themselves. And then I do think that we want to continue working with this, and maybe next time we will start working on straightening out this area. Instead of having it kind of do a curve here, we'll make it go this direction and then straight this way, so that we can put more power wheels on this side to connect and get a little bit more power. But that's going to be a next time thing. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you liked this video, I'm going to pop a couple more episodes up here that you might also enjoy. Please leave me a comment below. I love hearing from all of you. But that's going to be it for today. I'll see you next time.